What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's so good to see you guys. There we go. What's up, Ansuman? How are you, man? Good to see you. And Suman, guess where I'm at, man? You're gonna love this place. And Suman, this coffee shop, they sell vintage motorcycles at the coffee shop. Yeah, they've got some really dope motorcycles from like the 70s. Pretty cool. What's up, Killer Wolf? How are you? Hey, Zantangle, how are you guys? Hey, Rachel, I am feeling better. Thanks for asking. Yeah, everybody, I'm Stefan. Thanks for joining me. Miho, good to see you. How's everybody doing today? Guys, sorry I was sorry I was off the last couple days. Hope I didn't scare anybody. I think 3 days is the longest I've gone without streaming since I started my show. So I think I've just been overworked. I got really sick, so I mean, who would have known? Apparently people still get the Spanish flu of 1918. So yeah, I am feeling better. I'm not like at 100%, but I can at least like walk. So I will tell you, having the Spanish flu of 1918 and being in bed for like 36 hours straight, I definitely had some pretty crazy fever dreams, that's for sure. And you know, it's funny, I don't really get sick either. Truly. I mean, obviously it happens, but I don't think I've gotten sick like that since I had COVID like 5 years ago. So, hey Merly, can you ask if you're ever gonna get married? Merly, it's nice to meet you. Merly, I don't know. Merly, I'm Stefan, by the way. Merly, I don't really think that's a tarot question. I don't think that's something a reader has any business telling you. Is that something that you want? That you want to get married? And then, Suman, I'll pull a card for you after. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Yeah, and for everybody new, I'm Stefan. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, I don't think I've ever taken 3 days off from streaming, so apparently people still get the Spanish flu of 1918. So, here in New York. Okay. You said my eyes are pretty? Thank you. You don't have to call me sir. It's gonna take time for myself. I know, I need to remember that. You know, guys, I I have problems just like all of you guys do. You know, I have a hard time giving myself time off, and I tend to overwork myself. The headache came back. And for everybody who doesn't know, my moderator and I, Amanda, we always mirror each other's symptoms, despite the fact that we're 3,000 miles away and 7 hours apart in time difference. Hey, Zay. And guys, sorry, I'm still not at 100%. I'm a little rough around the edges today. Sorry if I'm not looking my best. What's up, Michael? Well, looks can be deceiving, my friend. You know, Merle, this is what I would say. Just be patient. You know, often we find... Okay, I'll just keep it to your question. Often love finds us in unexpected ways at unexpected times. Very often when we're not looking for it. That's my experience. SH, you want a nice, kind, and rich husband? SH, can I ask you a question? What if you could only pick between the two? Kind, loving, and nice, or rich? What would you pick? You stopped looking long ago, Merle? Come here, buddy. Sorry, guys. I got Indy today. Come here. Good boy. Can you say hi? All right, Merle, this is what I would say, and I know what it feels like to want to have a partner. I get that. Where are you from, by the way, and how old are you? Hey, Gahard, good to see you. Zay, it's so good to see you. Zay, I had to add a couple extra moderators to the skeleton crew because you've been off duty from doing heavy lifting since your gentleman moved by you. A couple of Amanda's friends in Sweden stepped up to the plate for us, and I call them my Scandinavian death squad. Okay. Okay, he kept you on a long leash and then got married to someone else. All right, that's tough. I hope you learned something from that experience. Merle, I hope I'm saying your name right. You know, it's tough it's a tough, I think, line to walk. You know, for me personally, I think what it comes down to is the first thing before everything else, Merle, is truly, and I'm not trying to like placate you or anything. It's truly finding that space within yourself to be happy on your own, to be happy with who you are, to not need a relationship. And I know that you probably don't need one, you want one. But to me, it's feeling like you can make yourself happy, absent of anybody else. And then within that, finding space to keep yourself open to the right people, keep yourself open to dating. It's certainly not, I don't know how you put it. I think you said it, I'm trying to look at how you said it before. Okay, you've stopped looking long ago. I can tell you right now, that can't be the approach. It has to be an energy of allowing things to come to you, being receptive. Because when you say you stop looking, to me, that's like giving up. So you have to decide what you want to manifest and create. Because that's how we manifest fucked up weird things in our life. When we, for instance, and I'm gonna be kind of an asshole, and I don't mean it to be mean. That's how we manifest weird shit in our life. When we ask tarot readers if we're ever gonna get married, but we're telling ourselves subconsciously that I'm done looking, I've given up. Okay? You have to be open to it. And you need to ask yourself maybe what you're really looking for in someone. Because sometimes we have this very narrow idea of who we want, and we often, the universe often brings us something completely different, kind of to be cheeky. You said you're president of a mock lobbying firm? Zay? What do you guys do? You just touch people's elbows? A mock lobbying firm, that's hilarious. Prison education? You know, it's funny, Zay, that was kind of one of like the sub sectors of my job, my last job. I just had to go in and like build relationships with people ethically. Bye, Rachel. Yeah, Merle, come on. What do you mean shutting down every guy that approaches you? Merle, do you realize that you're feeding yourself two inputs that are completely different? You can't go on and ask if you're going to meet the right one and then be afraid, okay? And ask yourself what's really important. Hey, Yona. Hey, Mystic, your comments are visible. Merle, let me pull a card for you. Hey, stay optimistic, okay? You know, I think it's good that you realize or know about yourself enough to know you don't want kids. That's important. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but like it's good that you are aware of that. So to me, you're just looking for a life partner, and that can take a long time. But, you know, there's no time limit on that. You're still really young. I mean, I'm 37, Merle. We're like more or less the same age. So, maybe try and meet somebody. I'm not saying it's you've been superficial in a less superficial way. Try to build a friendship with somebody, you know? Because a lot of time, attraction can come from getting to know somebody deeper, and you know, rather than what they look like at first glance. So I look much younger than 37, thank you. How do you quit drinking, G. Ryan? Mods, anybody have some advice for him on that? G. Ryan, I might not be the best with that malady, but I think I have a lot more resolve and fortitude to just stop things when they stop working for me, but I don't want to give you advice like that. That might not be helpful. G. Ryan, I would first say break up patterns and routines if you can, because I think when we get bored in really repetitive work routine, like routines of wake up, go to work, come home, have a drink, try to break up routines, and maybe do things outside of your routines that might feel good. I know this is stupid, like, I don't know, go to the gym. I'm not gonna presume that this is something you would want to do or be interested in, but like, I don't know, take like a yoga class, do something that feels good. Every time you want to drink, think about the reason that you want to stop drinking. Like the worst shit you ever did on when you were drunk. Yeah. Okay, Mystic, hold on one second. What's up, Mind the Gap? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you have like a serious alcohol problem, and Ryan, I'm sorry, man. I try to be careful about what I share with people, because I don't like like my friend David, Mind the Gap, said, it's not lost on me. I'm not trying to minimize how difficult it is, because I mean, alcoholism is like, it's like a real addiction. Like there's withdrawal symptoms. I don't know if you're there yet. So I know sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult. It can be more difficult than just resolve, as Stefan calls it. But Irish Spider-Man, Cameron, Lacey, Cameron, you might. Well, I don't know if you'd be shocked to hear this, Cameron. I'm not Irish at all. I'm like almost 100% Italian and just a little bit wild horse. And guys, I'm Stefan for everybody new. Sorry I haven't been streaming the last couple days. I said at the beginning of the show, I didn't stream in like 3 days, which is, I think, the longest I've gone without streaming since I started the show a year ago. I got so sick. I think I just overworked myself. I'm pretty sure I got like Spanish flu from 1918. I do feel better. I recover pretty quick. I slept like 36 hours. And guys, I do offer private readings if anybody's interested. We can only get so much accomplished through my chat. You know, as many of you, I'm sure, would guess, not everything's a chat question. Some things are just too deep and complex for me to go into through chat. But if you are interested, I offer half-hour readings for $45 and hour readings for $75. And you can connect with me through email or on Instagram. And Zay, I don't know if you saw that chat message Amanda sent you on Instagram. And for everybody, my moderator Amanda just started a White Dog Tarot Discord group a Discord channel. So if you guys want to keep in touch, there's like a whole bunch of really great, there's a lot of great stuff on there. So there's a link in my video description to my Discord, or our Discord. It's not mine, it's ours. I don't know, Jimmy, you kind of seem like a bottom feeder, dude. I mean, you're here on my fucking show, when you could be anywhere. Jimmy, I don't know a lot of people that make over 6 figures, that talk shit to strangers online. Yeah, Yona, thank you so much for helping me set that up. Oh, Jimmy has a real job. We could let's keep that one up. You know, it's funny, because obviously Jimmy's a dipshit and doesn't know anything about me. And he says, get a real job. You know, obviously Jimmy and I consider a real job very different. But, you know, Jimmy, if I had to tell you, I guess look at jobs in terms of what you think are real, I had a real job, Jimmy. You know, I was the regional manager of a geospatial technology company before I did this. And not that I'm in the business of dick measuring fucking tools like you, but I would suggest it was probably a lot more real than anything you ever fucking did, as far as your definition of a real job. So it's okay. Jimmy thinks the things that would hurt his feelings would hurt my feelings, but like the idea of nobody missing him when he's gone. So that's kind of what low IQ, low vibing people do. They only throw shit at you that bothers them. You like me so much, Merle? Thank you. No, RMR. Is it acceptable for the state to censor media to maintain social stability? Oh my God, Hermione, it's been so long. It's great to see you. You know, RMR, not that I mean, who am I to say? But I would say in a vacuum, this is my quick answer, and this is a tarot show. So, RMR, I would say in a vacuum, no, it's not. And here's why. I could make a case for yes, but no, because it's a slippery slope. Where's the line? Because once you start censoring certain things, it's too fine of a line to walk. You know, how do you decide what needs to be censored and what not? And to have that sort of censorship requires such a high integrity institution or government system carrying it out, and come on guys, no. So no, I'm just talking about for people's rights. Now, like ethically, do I think it's highly probable that AI can absolutely fucking destroy like the integrity of news flow to people? Absolutely. It's a real concern. It's a real concern. it's a real concern. And we're a lot closer than we think, you know? So, I mean, we could be 10 years out from AI creating, like stealing people's identities. I mean, we won't be able to discern what's real or what's not real, potentially, as far as incoming news. So it's really concerning, big time. And I get worried about it, you know? It's really gonna fuck up. I think it's really gonna create some problems in like the foreign theaters of war across the world, potentially. So and it needs to be regulated for sure, and it won't be. I feel like in the States, we're on like a 20-year tape delay in the government as far as like technology, things like that. I mean, there's an interesting question that he brought up. You know, I mean, all of the richest people in Silicon Valley, and this is not like a Stefan thing, I read this. This really interesting guy named Andrew Yang, who's friends with a lot of the most wealthy, highest level tech positions in Silicon Valley. They said they're terrified, and they want there to be regulations. So the people who are running this, you know, who have all these huge tech companies, they see the damage it could do, and our government's so behind the curve, you know, so. But, I mean, I don't care. I'll be living in a house in the woods soon. Hey, Angela. Want to say hi? Hey, Margie. Margie. Hi, Angela. Margie, you're my second level White Dog Army member. So you got to reach out to me this month about our private reading. Oh yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, please check out my membership program. My first tier members, you get access to my individual sign readings that I only do for members, and you get priority questions on all my live shows, on my free question shows, and as Margie knows, second and third tier members, in addition, you get one private reading with me every month, so it's a pretty good deal. When a guy is mad at you, but still gives you attention, Angela, I need more than that. Oh yeah, it's Friday the 13th. Well, there's two things. One, he's trying to play games with you and he doesn't respect you, Angela. Or two, he doesn't know how to express his emotions and feelings in a healthy way, so he might be emotionally immature or just uncomfortable doing that, and he might be looking for you to figure it out or ask him. And you know what, guys, on that point, and I read this and it's true, this relationship coach was talking about it, guys. if you're in a relationship, don't make your partner have to guess what's wrong. That's not how they can like prove that they love you. People don't prove like themselves to you by guessing what's wrong with you. Okay, it doesn't mean that they don't love you or love you because they have to like try to like parse through how you're feeling. If you're not feeling happy or you're upset, express that to them. Your partner will prove their love to you by caring about what you have to say, okay? You said you feel that honesty is the best way to have a relationship. It's the only way to have a relationship. Fuck. It's the only way. What if there's something you want to tell them but you don't feel comfortable yet? Okay. Hey Forey McMillan, nice to meet you, I'm Stefan. That's an interesting question. Well, I don't think that's a wrong thing. I actually think the fact that you're mentally at that stage is healthy because that's acknowledgement of you getting there. Do you mind if we ask? How long have you been with this person and what do you want to share with them that you don't feel comfortable yet? And how important is it? What's up, Corin? Oh, I'm done with college. I'm 37. I finished paying off all my college loans. And all it got me was a 6-figure job that I hated. So, guys, please feel free to donate to my show, by the way. Please super chat my show. My show runs on your donations, and I'll always prioritize super chat questions. Okay, only a few months? Okay, for a McMillan. Well, you know what? We all move at our own pace. When you say a few months, what, like 2 or 3? You know, Forey McMillan, it's different for everybody, you know? I mean, truthfully, after, you know, I'm not a good base, guys, we're all different people. I will never tell somebody what like the right amount of time is to get married or to like start opening up. I'm a very open person, and if I'm like kind of connecting with somebody that I want to date, to me, that baseline is like after knowing somebody for like a month and I'm still giving them my time, to me that's somebody I intuitively feel like I'm comfortable with. Because to me, if I don't feel that way after a month where I want to open up to them, to me I just won't date them or I won't waste any more time. So like after 3 or 4 months, I'm happy to share pretty much everything with the person that I'm seeing. And I'm not talking about like trauma dumping. I'm not talking about trauma dumping. But like, I'm talking about being really open. Guys, check out, please join our Discord channel, our Discord server. My moderators just started it up for us. Can you guys, is my stream back up? Can everybody see me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, back. Thanks, Manda. Okay. Okay. I'm back. I shut off the Wi-Fi. And guys, I have a couple openings left this weekend for private readings. I'm a little bit backed up because I had to take a couple days off because I caught the Spanish flu of 1918. But I do have some openings if anyone's interested. Amanda, I can't wait to tell you that story after I finish the stream. Oh wait, Zay, can you please tell me, how's everything going with you and your boyfriend? Has it been really nice? How close does he live to you now? Damn, you waited so long for this. Amanda, you wouldn't believe the story arc for Zay from when I first met her on this show, like 8 months ago, to where she is now. Crazy. What a story. Okay, I'll tell you, Amanda, I'll tell you later tonight. Is this Julia and her boyfriend, the DJ? Oh, her boyfriend is crashing girl night, huh? Is her boyfriend cool, by the way? Is he cool? I mean, I'm not here to judge. Is being a DJ in Marathon, is that more or less lucrative than being a tarot reader on YouTube? He's funny. All right, I want to get to know him better. I want to ask him what kind of music he likes to mix and spin. Okay. Hey, guys, I think I'm gonna grab something to eat. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna grab like a muffin or something to eat. Hold on. Hey, Lauren, I'm sorry to hear that. I look like I'm in my 20s? Thank you. Must be all of the trauma I've been through, keeping me young. Thank you, man. Okay. Guys, send some super chats over today. Show some love. I had every pipe on my first floor burst this week. Your money will quite literally help you fix my home. That's so expensive. Okay. All right, do we have any, let's do some tarot questions. Zay, are you still here? Did we lose Zay? What's the weather like in New York? I mean, up until today, this month has been fucking brutal. It's been like the coldest I can recall in like 5 or 6 years. I mean, I just mentioned, I mean, I bought my house like in 2021, so I've been there for like 5 or 6 years. Every pipe on my first floor exploded over the last 2 weeks. It's been so cold. It's been fucking brutal. I'm so done with winter this year. It's just starting to get warm out though. Like right now sorry, I know a lot of you guys do Celsius. Sorry, I can't do the conversion in my head. It's like 35 degrees right now. It's supposed to go up to like 40, so. Jonathan, the day I button up one more button, you're gonna stay. Is that really what's blocking this friendship? The button? Are you that? Does it offend you that much? Michael, are you back? Michael, you're back? Why are you back? It's so weird. I can never understand people who talk shit to me. Have you just been here the whole time? Vlogfield, I'm definitely ready for warm weather though. I'm honestly my happiest and the most like myself feeling when I'm shirtless with no shoes on outside. I like to just like lay in the sun like a lizard when it's warm out. Three fingers, Michael. And guys, please feel free to subscribe. Hey Monique, it's great to meet you. Hey Sherry, I look handsome. Thank you. You know, I found this like 80s metal black jean jacket in my closet. So. Amanda, thanks for blocking that. You love my voice? Thank you. What's up, Mitchell? In some LA club? That's hilarious. Well, Mitchell, I used to live in California, in San Diego. I appreciate the sentiment. Mitchell, you couldn't fucking pay me to be in an LA club ever again. Ugh. That is like the worst place for an empath. I'd rather wander the streets of New York City or be trapped on the subway in New York City all day. Ugh. Right on. I mean, I know it was a compliment, but... Chicago. Colorado, Lakewood, Monique. I love Colorado. All right, everybody. I want everybody to think of something that they're struggling with right now. And don't say it. Everybody, close your eyes and think about something that's on your mind. I'm gonna pull one card for everybody right now. Look at you, Iona, throwing down John Denver. I love John Denver. All right, ready everyone? Do you wish you live in British Columbia? I've been to most of the provinces on the east coast of Canada. I did a road trip a while back. I've never been out west in Canada though. You know, more people go missing in British Columbia's national parks than any other place in the world. And Maz, you should check out Missing 411. Hey. Oh, thank you. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Okay. All right, is everybody done thinking? Keep the thought in their head. Close your eyes. I want everybody to think of something that they need some clarity on. Okay? I'm gonna pull a card. Okay? And this is gonna be what we pull. This is going to be some advice and strategy on how to work through or deal with whatever is on your mind, okay? Because as we all know, and I'm being cheeky, tarot is a guide to show us how to get to the timeline we want. It's not prophetic, unless it's me re-pulling for myself, but okay, so everybody, one shuffle. Okay. Okay. All right. What does everybody need to know for their question? Too many. One card. Nine of Pentacles. This card, to me, for everybody who needs to hear this card is about being independent, self-sufficient, knowing that whatever you're looking to achieve or whatever you're struggling with, the reward, the result that you're going to get out of this is going to feel so good. This is about the fruits of your labor. It's also very much tied to financial abundance. It's, you know, to me, it's about earning something that like nobody can fucking take from you. You know, what you've worked hard for, and this could be figurative or literal. No one can take that away from you. You know, it's something that you've earned through your own hard work. You know, one thing with the Nine of Pentacles, do you guys see the grapes in the traditional meaning of the tarot card? And that's why I really like this deck, this 1979 deck, because the illustrator intentionally incorporated colors and themes from the original Rider-Waite, which is why I like it. Grapes symbolize growing. You know, grapes are very specific where they grow, and it's something that not everybody grows. It's very unique. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's about growing something or gaining success through something very specific and unique to you. So whether this is confirmation that you're on the right path to having real abundance, or more literal, it can also be about appreciating what you have now. Nine of Pentacles is about being appreciative for what you have in the 3D, in the physical realm. You know, abundance shows up in all different ways. You know, a lot of times it can mean embody. I'm just channeling whatever I get right now for all of you. I know a lot of you probably were thinking different things. Replacing this idea of like lack, scarcity with this, okay? Guys, just because we got $10 in our bank account doesn't mean we have to fucking wear that on our face, you know? We can always step into feeling abundant to create it, okay? And guys, just remember, be grateful for what you have, okay? I say it all the time. Gratitude feels so fleeting. And I can say this to all of you because it doesn't matter where any of you guys are in the world or how well you're doing financially or not well. I think it's safe to say, guys, if every single one of us is in a place in our life where we have money to pay our phone bill, we probably have a bed to sleep in, a roof over our head, and we've probably eaten something that looks like a meal today. A lot of people don't even fucking have that in the world, truly, okay? I've seen it, okay? So, be grateful for what we have, you know? I want sushi. Oh, thanks, Monique. You sweet girl. Thank you. Appreciate you, Monique. So, guys, be grateful for what you have. You know, I actually just read this last night. I sent it to one of my friends. Well, I shouldn't say one of my friends. My favorite person in the world. I sent it to her. It was actually really interesting, and it kind of made sense. You know, I've traveled so much. I mean, I'm 37. I spent most of my life traveling, especially before I had a child. I mean, I've been all over the world. I've lived all over the world. And I read I read this thing last night that there's actual scientific data to suggest that people who travel, that tends to induce some drastic life-changing shift or experience more so than years and years and years of therapy, believe it or not. And I found that really profound. And I know not a lot of us, or not all of us, have the money to travel. But I found it really interesting because it's like when you leave, I mean, what they found was like, you know, when you're perpetually stuck in a particular town or city or wherever that you live, you've unintentionally or unintentionally created this role for yourself. You're a partner, a friend, an employee. And when you break out of that and go to a completely new place, it's like a loss of identity, and it helps you get more in touch with like your own needs in like a real way. It also forces you to kind of like adapt. It's like this plastic window theory. It's really interesting. So, but it's definitely done that for me. Like a lot of the things we're afraid to do, you know, traveling on your own, it's like a safe way to take chances, so to speak. Like, I don't know, it forces you to do new things, to just kind of learn, you know? I mean, guys, believe it or not, almost all the traveling I've ever done in my life has been alone. It has not been planned that way, but, you know, when you go to another country and travel on your own, it's like, you know, sometimes you get lost. Sometimes you miss your bus. Like, all this shit happens that you have to adapt and handle on your own, and it creates like a real level of personal empowerment. And it can create profound change in your life. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but... And I'll tell you guys right now, I mean, buying a plane ticket to Europe is a lot cheaper than sleeping in a nice hotel in New York City for 2 days. Hey, Elle. You've been wanting to go to Turkey? I think my moderator Amanda went there, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but... So that's what I got for the collective card. And guys, I just want to mention again, I have some time left this weekend. I'm doing an event tomorrow morning at this restaurant. You have been twice, yeah. Amanda, how was Turkey? Do you remember it? I forget how old you said you were when you went. Is it nice there? I heard they have nice beaches. Is that true? Or did I just make that up? Yeah, Amanda, Sarah said she's been thinking about going to Turkey. I am doing okay, Elle. I came down with the Spanish flu of 1918 this week, so that's why I wasn't streaming for a few days. I really don't get sick very much, so I was a little surprised, but... Guys, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, guys, I have some free time this weekend. If anybody would like to do a private reading, we can get a lot done in the private readings. They're usually through Facetime, of course. If you're interested, just email me or connect with me on Instagram. And my moderators just started a fucking awesome new Discord channel, so we can all keep in touch So check that out. I have a link in my video description to that too. I'm feeling better, Elle. I slept for like 36 hours. I don't think I've ever felt that sick before. I'm still not at 100%. So if I start to really feel shitty, I might have to cut this streams short for a little bit, but I still haven't gotten all the color back in my face yet, but thanks, Elle. I am, yeah. You know, I tend to overwork myself, so I'm really bad at taking time off. That's like one of my problems now. You know, I know we all struggle with stuff. I tend to like feel guilty about taking time off, even if I'm like on death's door. So, and as many of you guys know, I wish I could proclaim that I live a life of leisure outside of this show, but it's just not true. I hope to have that one day, but I'm a full-time single dad. I'm exhausted, so I get very little free time. Hey Lillian, how many tattoos do I have? I don't know. You know, Lillian, there reaches a point in a person's life where it becomes less of how many and more, I think, about how much percentage of body. Because I have a lot of my body covered. I have a traditional Japanese back piece, so I have my whole back done from like my neck, like down to my butt. I have a lot of my chest done. I have my stomach, some of my arms, so a lot. It was mostly in my 20s though. Thanks, Kiana. Oh, for sure. I appreciate you. I would say my strength comes from a deep inner knowing of what is to come and what will happen by doing so. So maybe that's a more eloquent, more broad way of saying higher power, but do I have a favorite tattoo? Not really. I mean, usually my newest one that I get is usually my favorite. My most recent one I got in Spain, in Majorca, on my stomach. I really like that one a lot. But no favorite. Actually, do you guys want to see this? Today's Friday the 13th. I was actually thinking, one of my really close friends owns a tattoo shop. I actually got a Friday the 13th tattoo. Okay. My live? Hold on. I'm going to try to turn on the Wi-Fi. Okay. Alright guys, I I just turned on the Wi-Fi. We'll see if it's better now. Oh, thanks, Lillian. Appreciate you. Aw, Amanda, that's Indy as a puppy, that picture. Albie says hi. Indy, Albie says hi. Okay, you know what? Just because nobody's asking me any tarot questions, and I never can shut the fuck up. Can I ask, this is for everybody. I'm just curious. I'm sure I can find it out eventually. Has anyone ever traveled internationally, or like, let's say like a 6 to 7 hour flight with an animal before? Does anybody know anything about that? How do you like bring a dog internationally if you're flying like 7 or 8 hours? Has anyone done that before? Because this is the things I think about when I can't sleep. Ooh, L, perfect. You used to live overseas, you brought 2 dogs back? Please share. Okay, L, what did you do? Lillian, we could pull some cards on that. That's an interesting question. Oh my god. Okay, that's a long flight, Al. So what, can you, I'm sorry. All right guys, let's stop the show and make the show about this. Let's make this show completely about this question now. El, what did you do? Do you just put them on the plane? How long was that flight? Damn, that's a really long flight. What did you do? Hey, Carrie. Ooh, green banana. All right, Lillian. While Elle is entertaining me with an answer, and Elle, thank you. Ooh, that feels like a good trivia question. Daytona 500, where is that? I have no idea where that is. Florida? Damn, Lillian. Okay, I was right, Florida. Daytona, Florida. Okay. You know, Lillian, it's funny, I think I've... Hold on. Wait, so they had to be on the plane for 10 hours? Elle? I think that was my question. They were on a 10-hour flight? Like in baggage? Was that like really rough for them? That was more so my question. Like they just had to be on a 10-hour flight in a... Sorry guys, I got a call. Hold on. Sorry guys, I got a call. Okay, there's in-between sections for pets, got it. Alright. I think Indiana would have a fucking heart attack. I don't know, I'd have to sedate him. Anyway, alright. You know, Lillian, I get synchronicities all the time. It's almost a little bit jarring that the ways I get them and how often. To me, when we get synchronicities, it's my feeling as though that means we are on the right timeline or we're heading in the right direction. You know, as long as we keep following the signs and synchronicities, to me it means something. It means we're heading in the right direction. Funny enough, I never, ever, ever get them through numbers or number sequences or number patterns. I get them in so many obscure ways. Music, hearing conversations, dreams, and then in real life, animals, the weirdest ways. I never get it in numbers. Bye, Amanda. I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Tell Yulia I said hi. Lillian, it's difficult for me to tell you what it means. I think it has to come from you. Did you check the symbolism? Did you check the symbolism of what the numbers mean? Well, I'm not putting my dog on any flight yet. But thank you, Al. You cleared up my question. Just chat GBT. The numbers that you're seeing, just put like what's the symbology of seeing these numbers regularly. I think, Lillian, this is what I think you should try and do. This is what I'm getting. And I'll pull a card to see what we get from it, but to me, if it's happening now, it means something at least somewhat significant is happening in your life. And to me, it might revolve around something you've been asking yourself or trying to maybe internally get clarity on. Perhaps a question that maybe you've been afraid to even vocalize. Often, I think synchronicities tend to show up the strongest when we're going through a change in our life that we've either stepped into, and the synchronicities are showing us that they support us and like they hear us, we've made the right choice, or they're trying to show us that it's safe to make that jump. I am in New York, Gina. Alright, Lillian, let's see. I'm gonna use a different deck for you. So, and Lillian, I know it can be scary because a lot of times we start seeing really heavy synchronicities when it's involving something like profound, like a big change. And those are not easy. They're fucking scary, you know? And a lot of times we ignore it or we don't follow through on it, you know? Lillian, take a deep breath for me. What number do you see the most? Sure, L. Hey, Carrie. I'd be happy to pull a card for you. Guys, I do my best to get to everybody. I have an imperfect system. I do prioritize super chat questions And your donations mean a lot to me. They keep I do this show freely to be in service of other people. That is always my first objective here, with the hope that I can create some positive small change in someone else's life. But your donations really help me. They power my show quite literally. So, all right, Lillian 34. Okay. Lillian, I mean, this, what I was just saying, usually heavy synchronicities show up when a big change is trying to take place. I mean, talk about closing. This is the last of the major arcana, the world card. It's about new cycles closing and ending. It's also about accomplishment. It comes with usually some positive fortune, good fortune. Lillian, I got the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords. I mean, this is, I would be remiss just to not give you the most straightforward message ever. I mean, it's an age-old story, not unique to one of us, but more akin to what we all have to go through. This is about healing old wounds, real healing of oneself, healing old wounds, so you actually can make room for new things. It doesn't have to be relationship wounds. It could be parental wounds, family wounds, trauma. It's about somebody fucking you over, Lillian, isn't it? Did somebody fuck you over? Like, stole from you or cheat, like, lied to you? I don't know. It's okay, Crystal. I don't require donations. It's only if you can, and I recognize many of us can't. Okay. That's what you need to heal, Lillian. That's what you said over and over again? Yeah. That's what you need to heal. And I don't think you're doing it to the extent you should be. Why? So you can really bring in true peace and harmony back into your life, so you can make room for a new spark, which I actually think the universe wants to bring you. You know, Lillian, I can very intimately empathize with what you went through, because it's happened to me too. Quite literally, just how you phrased it so eloquently over and over again. I wish this was Back to the Future. I do have the dog. I will tell you, I mean, all the pipes that burst in my house, I could really use a flux capacitor right about now. Or some, plutonium from the... Who do they get plutonium from? I don't remember. Anyway. Lillian, please understand this. Self-healing comes from one recognizing what you learned from the situation. Truly, recognizing patterns. Okay. You've been taking it on the chin your whole life. I'm not sure how to let it go. Lillian, I love you. I'm so happy you found the show today. I know you're new. And Lillian, nobody ever signs up for me, okay? I know I can be a little sandpapery sometimes. Lillian, I'm gonna say something that I had to acknowledge. Well, not that I had to acknowledge, something that I refused to let other people make me acknowledge. Lillian, the way people treat you is a reflection of them, okay? The way you tolerate it, it's a reflection of you, my friend, okay? Because, yeah, I could say that I kept finding myself enmeshed with, like, broken, wounded, like, totally manipulative, dishonest, absolutely beautiful women with high sex drives over and over and over again. And I would wonder why the same thing would happen. But the reality is, I actually found myself dating those people over and over and over again. So you need to ask yourself, why does it keep happening? Because clearly you're not learning something. And what I want to say to you, which can be harsh, but I mean it from a place of giving you some kind of power over your life and autonomy. Lillian, don't turn yourself into a fucking victim. Don't let these people turn you into a fucking victim. Okay? Don't let them turn you into a fucking victim. Okay? Because these people are fucking broken and hurt. Alright? Real healing comes from, when I say learning the lessons, understanding ourselves deeply. Why do I keep finding myself attracting these type of people? Clearly it's something in me. Because I can tell you right now, Lillian, people who fuck you over and do really shady, like, despicable shit to you, it doesn't happen in a vacuum, okay? Do you know what I mean by that? What I mean by that is, these aren't people who are not without many red flags. It's not like Prince Charming from Sleeping Beauty showed up and treated you perfectly for X amount of time and then cheated on you and ghosted you. The red flags are there. Always. And if they're not, it's because you didn't ask the right questions. You didn't pay attention. You saw what you wanted to see. Or you were there for the wrong reasons. You were there for superficial reasons because the guy was handsome. Okay? There tends people, when we get in relationships where it results in people like lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving us, breaking our heart, cheating on us. Guys, we can say whatever we want, but the reality is those are not very emotionally deep relationships. They're usually pretty fucking shallow, okay? Or they become shallow or superficial. So the healing needs to be, one, you forgiving yourself for putting yourself through that. And if you can, which is so difficult, forgiving them and releasing them. Because you said something interesting before, you want to know why. Lillian, that's the healing that you need to close out. Stop fucking waiting. Do you really think you're gonna get a reasonable answer of why? This goes for everybody. If somebody fucking cheats on you or ghosts you, and we feel like we need closure from them, like they're gonna come back and tell us why, is there ever a fucking good answer to why somebody does something horrible? Most people who do shit like that don't even know why they do shit like that, because there's something missing in them. You're not gonna get closure from broken, wounded people who don't love themselves. If you're really lucky and you completely detach and you stop waiting for the why, if you're really lucky, maybe one of them at some point will circle back around, if only to express some apology to you about what they did to you. And it's not for you to take them back, but hey, Kelsey. It is, Kelsey. This is actually a hand lotion advertisement. Sorry, Lillian. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to go off on this long of a tangent. This hits with a lot of people, and a lot of people don't seem to get that, guys. The universe isn't going to bring you in anything fucking new till you learn the lessons, and you stop being a victim. You stop saying, poor me. This keeps happening over and over again. It keeps happening because you allow it, and I got to be real with you. We tend to allow and accept like just the same amount of pain and suffering from other people that we put on ourselves, or that we inflict on ourselves, okay? So, okay, but Lillian, that's what I'm talking about. This is why the cycle's not closing out. That's not karma. You know what karma is and justice? It's you moving on. You're not here to show people, you know how you want them to see what they did and move on? Lillian, do you know how you help people see themselves clearly? You fucking do right by yourself. You start respecting yourself. You go be happy. You heal. You stop thinking about them. You can't teach people anything who don't want to see. Okay? I know you want them to see what they did. I get it. Guys, I get it. When somebody fucks us over, we want to know on some level that there's regret. So we want to know they're not off living their best life. I promise you they're not. Okay? Please don't think for a second that people who step over someone else get to go live their best life. Even though it might seem like that on the outside. Okay, those are lonely people. Alright? And if anything, fucking have some grace and sympathy for whoever that guy does it next to. Because people like that spend a very long time lonely. And they have an innumerable amount of karmic debt to pay back. That many of them won't ever pay. But rather than focus on, do you want them to see what they did so you can move on, I'm going to suggest something really radical so you can maybe look at it from a different perspective. Maybe you should focus on what you did to yourself in being with people like that, so you have a real chance to move on. Because the universe is really wanting you to heal this and move out, because you're holding on to a lot of fucking pain. And it's why you keep waking up and seeing these weird synchronistic numbers. And they're begging for you to close this out, okay? Because, guys, don't think for a second that holding on to this stuff doesn't affect other areas of our life, like money, like new things coming in, new ideas. I know, Lillian, you're welcome. We all do. We all do. We all have work to do on ourselves. You know? And it's why it's so important that we're so intentional with what we do and how we treat people. And please know that it's not a reflection of you, what these guys did. And once you truly understand that, it fucking liberates you, because it won't bother you. One of the 4 agreements is to not take things personally. The more you love yourself, the less you care about what others think. And we can't sit here and play armchair psychologist on why shitty people do shitty things. It generally comes from a place of insecurity. Or really old wounds. But it's on you to respect yourself enough to get out when you see that in people and you don't stick around. And I had to learn those lessons many times the hard way. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. You're sweet, Susan. Thank you for giving me a super chat. I really appreciate that. Lillian, it's blocking your confidence, that your public image of yourself. Lillian, I know I'm saying a lot of things like you need to heal, let go. Guys, what I don't want to do is talk in like generalities, like a lot of readers do. I'm not here to use $7 words without trying to put some context to what I'm saying. I fucking hate when people do that. Oh, shadow work, fucking shadow work. How many fucking readers have you heard say shadow work? I'm gonna, what I don't want to do is talk generally. And all I can ever do is speak from my own personal experiences with the small hope that it helps someone else, okay? Healing for me, real healing, where I actually broke the cycle and I actually was able to do all those things that I shared with you. Recognize my faults, my part that I played in continuously being involved with people like that. Understanding maybe where it came from, which is really difficult. A lot of times it comes from insecurities and old wounds. Forgiving myself for going through that and forgiving them. And also making peace with the fact that I don't fucking need a fake-ass apology from some broken-ass person who doesn't even love themselves. Why would I need an apology from somebody who's so miserable that they have to hurt other people or ghost someone else because they're a coward, or because they don't know how to be brave enough to be real about what they did? I don't need an apology from someone like that. That's empty to me. But I will tell you what helped me, because as you guys know, I would say I have a proclivity to be more extroverted, or I did. Yeah, of course. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I have to stop this really heavy, intense soapbox speech. I have to share this with all of you. I don't know why. There's like a very specific demographic of women who just love Indy, and it's always like middle-aged white women. They just love Indy. I don't know why. And they all do the same thing when they meet him. Like, they come up and they like whisper the word. They like whisper the word beautiful to like, he's so beautiful. I'm just saying. All right, anyway.
Is it good?
I actually caught it on camera on one of my live shows. Right after I said that, it happened. It's a real thing. Okay, anyway, back to it. For me, healing came, Lillian, and for everybody. And I would never suggest that this could help everybody, but it really helped me because we are creatures of habit and like programming that we get stuck in. When I would be going through pain at one point in my life, like after someone I trusted would like break my heart or like cheat on me, I would immediately go to like my old conditioning, which would be to surround myself with a lot of people. Like immediately try to go out and sleep with someone else. So I didn't have to feel things. And to me, my real healing came from stepping back and doing the opposite of what felt comfortable for me. Like doing what felt extremely uncomfortable. So when I would naturally want to just go out and be with friends, or go out and like to the bar with my friends, I would purposely isolate myself. I purposely would stop dating. I wouldn't date anybody. I would keep myself isolated. I mean, the real healing came when I did it. I mean, guys, there's no gentleman's cure-all or like express lane to personal healing and self-actualization. I had to do it for 5 months. It was fucking brutal. The first time when I started doing tarot, I did it for 3 months. And then I had to do it again for another 5 months. And when I say isolating, I'm not talking about sitting at home fucking scrolling on YouTube and watching TV. I'm talking about forcing myself to sit with my thoughts. All of them. The shitty ones, the uncomfortable ones. Allow myself to feel everything. Fucking anger, sadness, heartbreak. Allow myself to feel everything. That's when I healed myself. And through that, became a person who's not even sure if he's extroverted anymore. I mean, I'm not introverted, but I'm certainly not extroverted. I'm something entirely new. And there's a lot of peace in that. And now, I could care less about a fake apology. I don't need a fake apology from somebody I don't even respect. You know why? Because one of the biggest changes and transitions in my life from when I was in corporate tech sales, and I used to fill my life with things to make me happy. I used to think that I liked expensive things, like cars, $800 wool overcoats, nice couches. Now I realize that I actually like expensive things, which are fucking people's time, loyalty, authenticity, love. Those are the expensive things I like. And if somebody doesn't have them in the way that I offer them, I'm not interested. And I don't care how attractive they are anymore. Because there's a lot of pretty faces in the world, guys. There's a lot of people in the world. I could care less about what somebody looks like, okay? What kind of expensive things do I like? I just said it. I like expensive things like time, loyalty, authenticity, genuine honesty, not fake honesty, not situational honesty, genuine authenticity and openness. No, it didn't take having money to realize that it didn't make me happy. That was kind of a precursor. I'm sorry, I don't know who said that. Calypso, I truly hope that this doesn't have to be everybody's experience. And that's part of the reason I did this show. It took me quite literally almost having to die to realize what was important to me and to see myself clearly. A little over a year ago, I do I want to talk about this? Yeah, I guess I can. I almost died. I mean, I don't know how I survived. And unfortunately, one of my dogs, Uma, she didn't make it. She was like Indy's size. She was a year old. She was a puppy. She was like 100 pounds. She died in my arms. We both got hit by a car going like over 50 miles an hour. And I like blacked out for a second. And I don't really know what happened. But, I mean, I watched her die in my arms. And it fucked me up for a while. I mean, it turned on some weird intuitive switch that I've never been able to shut off, you know? So it didn't take me having money to realize it didn't make me happy. It took me a culmination of ignoring who I was and compartmentalizing who I was as a person for a really long time, and almost having to die and losing my best friend to realize that I was living someone else's life. I mean, guys, for a lot of people who don't know this, I used to be the regional manager of a geospatial technology company. Half of my closet is cut off t-shirts. The other half are very nicely fitting suits and from my old days. And I didn't resonate with that person at all. you know? I feel like I had to compartmentalize who I was. Like, you know, punk rock Stefan, who surfs and travels and used to be a fucking hurricane when he was in his 20s. With like corporate suit and tie Stefan, who makes $140,000 a year and makes like, you know, $200,000 business deals and like puts out fires and goes on business trips every week to network with clients for my company. I was miserable and I didn't even realize I felt empty. So I do have a new best friend. Come here. Well, not a new best friend, but that's Indy, by the way, for everybody new. Indy's like 140 pounds. So, I mean, I can tell you guys right now, over that 10-day period, it was probably the most intense 10 days of my life. I literally thought I was losing my mind. Over that 10-day period, I almost died. My dog died in my arms. I started Listen, I don't expect everybody to believe me, all right? And frankly, I don't really talk about it because I don't really care, you know, whether other people believe it or not, or like me. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that it happened. So over those 10 days, I started having dreams that started like coming true, like the day before, over and over and over again. I mean, I found out I was dating someone who was actually married. I don't want to go into too much detail about what else I found out. I'm not here to publicly defame my ex-girlfriends. They can do that on their own. They don't need my help with that. But I got roped into a business trip in Las Vegas, and I had like a spiritual awakening there. I had the craziest things happen that I still can't explain to this day. I don't even feel like I'm supposed to explain to other people, and then I quit my job. So, over 10 days. And somehow I ended up here. I felt very much guided by something greater than me to do this show for free. So, you know, I mean, I often reflect on those long periods where I had to be by myself to heal, you know, in isolation, and I recognize a lot of people can't handle that. I mean, I'm fucking built differently. I mean, guys, I'm a triple water sign, you know. Part of me feels like I was put on this earth to experience lots of really intense emotions and feelings, and most significantly, a lot of really intense, painful things. And I always reflect on what it would have felt like to had I had someone there to talk to, you know, during that period. And that's why I started this show, because I know a lot of people don't. You know? And I think sometimes with some people who are really at their lowest, it can be the difference between somebody just hanging on to a little bit of extra hope, having someone else to talk to, or losing all hope. Or, I mean, in the worst case, somebody like relapsing or wanting to take their life or something. So thanks, Elle. I mean, I have gone through a lot, but I mean, I'm not special. We all do, you know? I'm not any different than you guys. And trust me, that's just the pre-dinner appetizer. I haven't even told you guys about my 20s yet. I mean, most of my life was like just enmeshed in fucking crime and a lot of violence. A lot of violence. You know? So I've had quite the character arc, I would say. Permanent eyeliner. I don't know. You might have JOM. You might have been able to upsell 7th grade Stefan on that when he listened to Taking Back Sunday. Well, I still listen to Taking Back Sunday, but. And I mean, guys, I know what it feels like to be scared. You know, a lot of people just, you know, well, I know I put myself in front of millions of people on YouTube. You know, people will always show up, well, ignorant people, and make assumptions and judgments about people they don't know. And I don't expect everybody to know anything about me. That's why I don't take anything personally that someone I don't know, you know, tries to say to me on YouTube. But I mean, guys, I went from making over $100,000 a year to making $0. You know, because it felt right. Try explaining that to people in your life. And I'm a full-time single dad. I have a 12-year-old. You know? I mean, I started this show actually a year ago. From February, it's been. And I mean, I hope to be able to pay my mortgage and support my family this way, helping other people. But I'm certainly not going to like sacrifice my integrity or my values to do it. I'm definitely not gonna start pumping out general readings that help nobody. Even though I know that might make me more money. So, you know, I mean, guys, we suffer either way in life. We really do. We suffer either way in life, so, you know, let's suffer for something worthwhile, you know? So, you know, I'm not naive and, like, oblivious to all of your guys' struggles, you know? I just, I don't tie what's in my bank account to my personal well-being anymore. Does that mean I don't get stressed out when my pipes explode in my house and it's gonna cost $6,000 that I don't have, and I have to make sure my daughter still has meals and doesn't get icicles in her hair when she goes to sleep? Of course, you know? But if I was worried about money, if that was my primary driving force, I don't think I would be here with the right intentions. So if I die within 1 hour, I mean, you're not giving me a lot of time. I mean, definitely my daughter. But you know what? Sometimes you need to have blind faith in what you're doing, which I do. I've never been short on confidence. Or a belief in myself. So but yes, if I'm lucky enough, I hope that I can have some financial stability out of this. And if I'm ever really lucky, where I have more than that bottom line, don't think for a second that I'm not going to use what I have extra to help you guys, because I have a lot of ideas. You know, I mean, fuck, we have like a mental health crisis, at least in the States. You know, if I'm ever lucky enough to make real money from this show, I want to use a lot of it to help other people. And that's going to be the most idealistic thing you've ever heard me say on this show, so don't tell anybody. Twin arrow survival. Will your work pick up? I would say it's unlikely that it wouldn't. There's always going to be ebbs and flows to life. Nothing ever really stays the same. How the fuck did we get off on this tangent? 1 minute, I was pulling a card for Lillian. Next thing I know, I like blacked out, and we're like 2 hours into the live stream. Okay. You know what, guys? I think I might be donezo for right now. I have a private reading in like an hour, and I just got over like the Spanish flu of 1918 this week. So I'm still in recovery a little bit. However, for everybody watching, I do offer private readings, and I have some free time this weekend if anybody's interested. My email and my Instagram are in my video descriptions, and on my channel page if you want to reach out for a private reading. I try to be pretty reasonable. I offer half-hour private readings for $45 and 1 hour for $75, and we can FaceTime off air, of course. So, okay, Rachel, and yeah, and join my membership too if you want to be part of my White Dog Army. And my moderators just created a White Dog Tarot Discord channel, which is fucking awesome, and there's a link to that in my video description too. So yeah, thanks to everybody. Love you guys, and I really do appreciate all of you. You guys have helped me heal a lot, truly. So you know, we all really mirror the same things, you know, back to each other. Never shocks me how much all of us have in common with what we go through. It just sometimes happens at different times in our life. So okay, guys. Susan, Mio, good to see you. Bye, Rachel. Ooh, I love that, Lillian. Stay blessed from the dirt up. Love that. You too, girl. All right, bye, guys. I'll see everybody tomorrow.